What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel by order of the Peaky Blinders. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of saying that.
It's pretty awesome.
That's become one of my favorite things that we haven't heard it in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love that. It just feels so cool and strong to say it by order of the Peaky Blinders. It's awesome. But here we are, season 2, episode number 3. Just cranking along. This is already the halfway point of season 2 because these seasons are short, which is absolutely insane to me.
Yep.
But this season has felt way different than season 1.
Yes.
Things feel a lot darker. Tommy feels like he doesn't have a whole lot of control. The threats feel a lot worse so far through this season.
Way more dangerous.
Sabini feels really dangerous, and it caused Tommy to go make a deal with someone who was quite reluctant. And I mean, you nailed it. Solomons, it is Tom Hardy. You caught it right away off of his voice, and I agree. I totally heard the Bane voice, but that beard, I just couldn't see him.
Yeah,
I couldn't see him. And that's just so wild that it's him. And this dude seems really interesting. I mean, he seems like kind of a wild card, someone who's just going to fly off the rails potentially. Kind of feels like a dangerous person to like partner up with.
Well, he was ready to shoot his head off.
Right.
Split the cabinet in half. Well, my bad.
That whole rant or talk about the cabinet was just so wild. Like, I don't want to shoot you through the head because I don't want to destroy my cabinet back. It's like, what?
You like that?
So yes, that was very good.
Hinge. Cabinet.
Got it.
If you have to explain it.
Exactly. But yeah, this dude seems really interesting, and Sabini just feels like a really big threat. I mean, after what he did to him in the premiere episode, where he literally had him on the verge of death. He was going to kill him. Yeah. And it was right there.
Yeah.
And Tommy had a really good heel episode. He got better real fast. And we even got a little bit with Campbell and a little bit more information about his plan. He's been planning this shit out for 2 years and has all this stuff going on. And
you need to find a new hobby, bro.
He was scary, and he made me very worried in the first season.
Yeah.
This season, he feels even like a bigger threat because of his role. And I mean, Tommy did a really smart thing of writing a letter to Churchill and just kind of laying it all out there and kind of explaining the deal and put himself in a more interesting position, it feels like. And Churchill's like, oh, we're going to use him to go do this. And it's like...
And then we'll get rid of him.
It feels like Tommy has been... And it's only 2 episodes. But it feels like he's already being pulled and used by a bunch of people. Which doesn't feel at all like him from season 1. Mm-mm. So that's quite interesting. And this Polly storyline has been a really brutal one so far in this season. Yes. The way it was established in season 1, they've really dove into it in season 2. And this whole story about her daughter and the fact that she had a dream and went and saw a medium, and Tommy was able to confirm that she is in fact dead. And he went and visited her son to get confirmation about him, and he ended up showing up at probably one of her worst rock bottom type of moments.
Yeah,
that was really tough.
Yeah.
And you could just see it in her face that I think there was a level of just like, damn it, you showed up now kind of thing. Yeah. Where I feel like he's going to have compassion for her. I feel like he will. It didn't feel like a vengeful type of visit when he arrived. Yeah. Which is possible, but it feels like it could potentially be a positive thing. Tommy did buy Polly and Ada homes, really nice
houses.
Very awesome stuff.
Many bedrooms.
Which also felt like a pretty positive thing. But Arthur is going through it as well. This whole situation with him is also super dark. He killed a kid while having a flashback of the war, and he just was having one of those moments, and they were in the boxing ring, and he killed this young kid. And it's just watching him go through this and try to like get past it and deal with it. It's just, again, so brutal. It's this whole PTSD with the war aspect and coming home and having these issues and not being able to necessarily handle them properly. It's a really serious thing.
How does anybody do that? I don't know.
And so he's got to deal with that. And the garrison was reopened after getting bombed in the first episode. And
it's gold.
Yeah, very gold. And Finn gave him some drugs to pick him up a little bit. And he was...
Tokyo.
Yeah, he was definitely in a mood at the reopening of the garrison.
But I mean, Tommy even told him special days, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, there's a lot of really dark storylines going on. There's a lot of really big threats that Tommy has to deal with. And also, don't forget about Grace, because I thought she was kind of out of the picture, but then she's still sending him letters, and they talked about her in the last episode. So I'm sticking to the idea that her story is not over. I don't know if I fully believe the story about her being married and happy in New York. It's very likely impossible.
Yeah.
But you never know. That could just be something to swerve Campbell to keep him away and just be like, just fucking leave Grace alone.
Yeah.
And maybe just biding their time and waiting. But yeah, I mean, this whole storyline and everything so far in just 2 episodes of this season feels like a whole different world that we're dealing with right now.
Agreed.
You ready to check out episode 3?
Yes.
Let's go.
Where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Just in the doorway.
Dude.
Okay.
He was murdered this morning in a street show in the Patch.
Do you read the papers?
Birmingham papers.
I recommend the Daily Mail. It'll broaden your mind.
He's always talking shit to him.
The King has offered the rebel Irish a treaty. Now, some of the Fenians want to accept it. The IRA do not. Now, the IRA have a long and glorious relationship with the Garrote.
You fighting amongst themselves, have they, sir?
Jeez.
I'm going to be up and down from London quite a bit. I'm going to need some lodgings. Can you help me with that?
Well, you wouldn't want to stay in the lodgings you were at last time, then, sir, eh? Too many bad memories, I suppose.
Oh.
I have no regrets about my previous mission in this city.
No, sir?
I imagine you boys have quite a laugh at my expense. You think it's funny that I developed feelings?
No idea what you're talking about, sir.
I have no regrets about what happened with Miss Burgess.
Right, sir.
I don't think he was questioning it.
She's like,
Like, what are you even talking about, bro?
obsessing, honestly.
No, Digby's kid.
The Dick. What are you, a boxer?
Digby's kid, like Billy the Kid.
Spent a lot of time with the pictures, eh? Cowboy pictures. Tom Mix. Yeah. What are you?
Wait. It's not a real gun.
You almost died.
Bang. Bang. All right then, mother's boy. There's a door, on you go. We're looking... You ever been arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, honey.
You're the first bloke we've had in here today with no criminal record. We can stand him up. Do you know what that means? New Home Secretary wants something done about illegal gambling.
I'm right.
Bloody time. So we help our coppers make their quota of convictions by having men stood up. First offence, you'll get a week inside. We'll give you £5 for your trouble. How does that sound, cowboy?
Kids these days.
They didn't fight, so they're different. They stay kids.
Interesting.
How was it?
I was starving, so I would have eaten anything, but really, it was super.
Super.
Are you a cook?
Not a cook.
It's like Polly's been such a
who came to the
powerful
house,
and strong
got
character
pushed
until
car in
this
the fridge.
storyline popped up, you know?
What does he do?
It works with horses.
I love horses. I've got a bay mare.
No.
I ride it all the time.
Then it's in the blood.
Got about 1 million questions.
So do I.
I've had different pictures in my head.
Well, here I am.
I'm happy for her.
I am too. I'm a little worried for her, though.
Like, everyone's got that soft spot in their heart for, like, certain things. And, I mean, obviously, the storyline with her children is a very sore and touchy subject.
It's all right that it's me, isn't it?
I don't have any choice. You are who you are, aren't you? We don't choose, and that's it.
God gave you to me. People took you away. And it is all right that it's me, isn't it? In a place like this.
I thought it would be worse.
Get out of town, kid, or I will shoot your fucking head off. Time's up!
Boys, chill. These guys.
Honestly.
Who's this? Gentlemen, this is your cousin, Polly's son, Michael. Oh, I think you already met me. I used to throw you out the window so John could catch you.
I used to put you in a shoebox and kick you down Watery Lane.
You're glad to be back.
I don't remember any of it. All I remember is the day they took me away.
You're here now, son. Welcome to the Shelby family.
Later on, we'll show you the ropes. Yeah, we'll show you what's what.
Let's leave him be for now, eh?
Welcome to the Peaky Blinders, kid. We've only got like 16 wars and like going on with all these other families and folks. No big deal.
Nice.
They seem nice. Yeah.
Sheffield mob showed up, Wincanton trotting track. I took a bullet.
Ugh.
When did the bandages come off?
When I take them off.
Oh, all right.
1 week, not before.
Yeah, I smell no rot. There's no gangrene.
It's been a long time, eh, Billy? I want you to be the head of a brigade, Bill. It'll be Brigadier Kitchen from now on. You'll have 100 men under your command. Round up any good men you can trust and put the word out. Black country boys and Blummy boys are on the same side again.
That'll be the bloody day.
Well, this is the bloody day. Who are you calling?
My mother.
What are you going to tell her?
I'm going to tell her where I am.
And how are you going to tell her you're going home?
Polly said I could stay for a few days.
You want to stay?
Well, I've only just arrived.
What age are you, Michael?
17.
Which means it's not up to you, right?
I'm 18 in a few weeks. I'll make up my own mind.
You smoke?
No.
Don't start.
You're going to call your mother. You're going to tell her you're getting the next train home. And when you get there, you're going to write a letter to Polly saying when you're 18, you come back here and sort things out.
I've just told you. I'll make up my own mind.
I don't.
You're talking to Tommy Shelby.
You know, we do.
I think I know what you do.
You got smart eyes, but you're young, so you think what we do is all right. It's not all right. People get hurt. I'll call your mother, and I will drive you to the station.
No.
Did you just tell Thomas Shelby no?
Yeah.
In my village, there's this little wishing well. It's made of white bricks, right in the middle of the village green. Everybody says how pretty it is, but I swear to God, if I spend another day in that village, I'm gonna blow it up with dynamite. Probably blow my hands off with it, but it'd be worth it.
Holy shit, kid.
Just to see all those pretty white bricks spread over the pretty village green.
Okay, you're a little scary now.
You're Polly's son, all right?
You know who he reminds me of? The kid that played Voldemort.
Yes.
He has that same type of like look and tone, especially after that story.
Yeah.
Tom Riddle as a kid.
Name?
Abby Heath.
Abby Heath. Profession?
Baker.
Good lad. Fill it out. Fuck off. Next lad!
That's my favorite. Fill this out. Fuck off.
Bunny Halls. Right, profession.
Baker.
Lad. Fill it out. Fuck off.
Spartans, what is your profession?
Billy Kitchen. Occupation.
Head. Baker.
Fill it out.
Fuck off. Nope.
Never give power to the big man. Next lad!
He feels like he's a lunatic.
All right, boys. You've now all been enrolled as bakers in the Aerated Bread Company of Camden Town. We're finding lodgings for you, but for now, you'll sleep here in the bakery. Don't touch any of the bread. It'll most likely explode.
Awesome.
What?
I haven't even seen any bread.
Oh, God.
He'll wake up. Granted, he won't have any teeth left.
Oh.
And the last thing he will remember is your funny little joke. I mean...
He's terrifying.
What?
Jeez.
The distinction between bread and rum is not discussed. Rule number 2.
You don't talk about Fight Club?
Anything, right, that your superior officer says to you, not discussed!
Got it. Not discussed.
Yes, Sensei.
Rule number 3. For the rest of your fucking miserable, measly lives, you do not go anywhere near them, because Jewish women for you are off the fucking menu. I think that's fair.
I don't know if you're supposed to make eye contact with him.
Honestly. I don't know about that, Bill. Uh-oh. Girl, chill.
You've got a key.
Kept a spare.
Give it to me.
Can you put the gun down? Thank you.
Paint.
Yeah, when I decide. What is it that you want, Tommy?
Just came by to say hello.
No, you didn't.
Tommy Shelby never goes anywhere for no reason.
I've got £800 left in the Shelby Property Fund, and I need someone down here to look for suitable properties.
To rent. To poor people. Tend to a room, no repairs, no water. And if they complain, you just send Arthur and the boys round. You know, I give advice down at the library. Families thrown on the street. It's men like you we're fighting.
Well, anyway, I was just passing. Thanks for the tea.
There are always men outside watching the house.
Gangsters of the worst kind, but they're there to keep you safe.
No, there are others. They look like coppers.
Uh-oh.
Well, they're on your side as well.
I don't have a fucking side.
Ada, yes you do. And anyway, if I thought there was no one watching the house, I couldn't sleep. Cheerio then.
She wants no part of any of this, but it's almost
good
like,
for her, but also you're kind of stuck.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice. You're a Shelby, whether you want to be or not. You're Tommy's sister, which would be kind of horrifying, to be honest. If like you don't want any part of any of this business,
Yeah,
but
and
it's
that's
like,
your brother.
Yeah.
This house is mine. Taken on a maid. She's made up the big room for you. Thought we could spend the week here. No, get to know each other. Again, got a maid.
Yes, you said.
She's so nervous.
She could give us some tea. I'll ring this bell. Watch.
Yes, madam?
I think we'd like some tea. You get used to it.
I worry about Polly though. She's trying to pretend. Oh shit! Trying to pretend to be something she's not. Great, Arthur's.
And I feel like she's going over the top to like impress.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's what you would do for meeting your son for the first time in however many years.
Cleaning job's gone. Vacancy's filled.
I'm not a cleaner,
Oh shit.
but I have come to clean away some dirt.
Why don't you put that away before it goes off?
You killed my son.
Oh shit.
You beat him and beat him and beat him.
Your son was a boxer.
No, he was a boy who got into a ring with an animal.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
I've come to stop you because the coppers and nobody else will.
Well, if you're gonna use it, point that thing at my head. That's where the trouble is. Gut-shot soldiers take half a day to die, walking around with their guts in their arms.
Oh my god.
Hold that gun up and do it! Fucking do it!
Dude. Arthur, you killed her son. Chill, buddy.
I'm gonna finish my drink. You can finish it with me if you like.
Oh shit. That's...
Now look, we got a fund. For you, you'll get paid weekly. And I won't bring back your son.
This is intense.
You won't have to work.
Somebody has got to stop you people.
God damn, she just flipped that shit right over. I would too.
It's like you're trying to pitch me.
Yeah, you're trying to pay me off.
Who broke the fucking mirror? 7 years bad luck, that is.
I mean,
You kill my child, I would have shot him.
I always hate the line about like, oh, you have other sons.
Oh
It's
god,
like,
no.
Fuck off.
Also, I don't know if I could actually shoot them because that's something completely different to take somebody else's life in your hand.
It's a lot easier said than done under any circumstances.
If you're trying to be inconspicuous, maybe don't get something with metal on the bottom.
Our scheduled meeting is not until Sunday.
Sorry to bring it forward.
You just wanted to show me that you know where I live, isn't that it? Am I supposed to be impressed?
Mr. Churchill was impressed.
All my demands have been met.
As a matter of fact, there was quite a lot of hilarity at the meeting. The gentlemen all found it quite funny.
Do the gentlemen sometimes find you funny?
Oh! Burn!
There was another reason I came to see you tonight. Just didn't want you to be made a fool of, is all. The lodgings, chosen for you by the police department. How shall I put this? Well, your landlady used to run the most famous whorehouse in Stetchford. She's only semi-retired. Bet the gentleman would find that funny. Told you in the spirit of friendship and cooperation. See you Sunday.
This guy.
Not happy.
Profession?
Illegal bookmaker.
You don't admit that. You say something like umbrella mender, and we decide you're lying.
Umbrella mender.
You were found in possession of betting slips, race cards, and ticket tape. Any explanation? No, I have no explanation.
It's his first time. Give him a break. You know, step in the ring with me.
He's got an army round him, but when the time is right... Time is right. So what do you want? We heard from a guard at Winston Green Prison that one of their boogies has just been put inside. A kid called Harold Hancock's.
Shit.
We could make a point.
There are a lot of bakers in Camden Town, Mr. Sabini. We don't, as yet, have a definite number.
Who won the 415, Chepstow? Where's my dry cleaning?
It's been collected.
Who won the 350 at Kempton Park? What you don't know?
I can find out.
No need. I know already.
Dude's scary as hell, man.
You see, favourites, they're all winning. And the second favourites are being done. He's bewitching them. Gypsy stuff. And he's tipping off our big punters. They know who's gonna win.
If you think they're planning to fix northern races, we'll take no more bets on anything north of Toaster.
I gave you a job already.
And the job will be done. But meantime...
Meantime, fuck! Is there somebody listening?
Oh, this guy's paranoid as shit.
All right, I'll say it. We'll kill the Hancock's kid and send a message.
Damn, bro.
And then you deal with Tommy fucking Shelby.
So this kid just took a job, and he's gonna go in and do the plan, and
Got
now
arrested.
he's immediately gonna be killed.
Yeah, he's gonna be killed.
Shit.
Take off your clothes.
Oh, what?
I know what you are. Take off your clothes.
Not done in a very gentlemanly-like way.
So it's true. Stop. I only wanted proof. Are you in on the joke?
What joke?
You tell your friends in the police station that I know. And when my judgment comes,
Jesus Christ, he's on a
I'll be
trip.
the one that's laughing.
Everybody's fucking paranoid. Well, no, not everybody.
I mean-
Sabini and Campbell. Paranoid.
I feel like Campbell, I mean, he's kind of getting punked a little bit,
Yeah, but move on with it.
but he's waiting for a very specific moment to take down Peaky Blinders and their home. This damn kid's gonna be killed right now. This is horrible.
I don't want him to be killed. He's just a kid.
I hope this wasn't like part of the plan to where they were gonna put someone like this behind bars as like a setup to get by Sabini.
Oh. No, I don't think so.
I hope not. It's like the most innocent, non-assuming person that they had coming through.
Maybe then, because he was an innocent. So it's like, look, you just killed somebody who's innocent and didn't do anything.
Howard Hancock's. Tell everybody this is what happens to blinders who come into the green from now on. Orders of Sabini.
I'm not blind. I've been stood up. I'm not real.
Oh my god, this poor baby.
Damn it, dude. That sucks.
Last night, one of our men had his throat cut. This morning, I had a telegram saying it was Sabini who ordered it.
And it says here that Thomas Shelby's next.
If our men think we can't look after them in prison, they'll not work for us. So we need to get the green sorted out. You and one of the boys, break a couple of windows, get yourselves arrested.
You could find the bastards who did it.
Still breaking a window. Can we pinch your car?
A boy is dead. He was just a kid. We'll start a fund for his family, Paul.
So, is that it? Can I go now?
Well, as company treasurer, I need your permission to spend 1,000 guineas on a horse.
When was this decided?
You've been busy with Markle.
So, in the absence of common sense, you boys have had an idea.
There's a thoroughbred quarter Arab filly up for auction at the Doncaster Bloodstock. When we make our move on Sabini's racing pitches, any men we get into the betting enclosure will be lifted by Sabini's police. A good racehorse is a passport to the owner's enclosure.
Yeah, the Epsom Derby, Paul. We'll be drinking with the bloody king.
The Derby?
That's right. For the last 10 years, Sabini's made it his race. If we're going to take him down, might as well make it there, as a symbol.
Did you come up with this idea in a pub by any chance?
Holy shit.
He's had a death threat, so we'll have to go with him for...
You're going to close up the shop, go out on a piss-up, and blow 1,000 guineas on a horse that's not even whole Arab.
Quarter Arab is better. Quarter Arab is mixed.
Curly, shut up. I thought I told you to lock that door.
He did. I used the key on the nail. I've been listening. I want to go with them.
You see?
She's trying to protect her baby. She's being overprotective now.
Over my dead body?
Be all right, Mum. Been to loads of horse auctions before with my uncle. They're very respectable. People bring their butlers.
And their posh wives.
And their mistresses.
Let him come, Polly. We'll go there, buy an horse, come back.
I'll drop him back at the house in Sutton before it gets dark.
No. Fucking no.
Think I want to go home now?
When I was Michael's age, I'd killed 100 men and seen 1,000 die. If you want to scare that kid away forever, carry on how you're going. Let him come.
If he goes on this trip with them and something happens to him,
she'll never recover.
Will be devastating.
But if he leaves forever...
I can't believe it. All John's old things fit me.
Christ, you look like your father.
I'm worried about this.
It's a sharp suit.
No, but what if something does happen to him?
I mean, it's exactly where my mind went.
I have told them not to blow that horn. This is a respectable fucking neighborhood.
That sounds like me. Don't you know we have fucking stuff here?
It's so interesting how Polly could go, like, she's so soft and, like, concerned when it's dealing with her son.
Yeah.
And it's anyone else, it's like, you fucking shit. She's such a great character.
She made loads. Do you want one? There's tea, but we'll have to take turns because there's only one cup.
Polly made bloody sandwiches.
We will drink the tea, we will eat the sandwiches, and then we will drive on.
They're like, Polly never made us any fucking sandwiches.
Do I hear 500, 500, 1,600, 1,700, thank you.
Is she gonna cause a problem?
I know, I'm worried.
All right, Tommy, this is her.
Beautiful.
Do I hear 9 of a bid?
Bid for this one. I go halves with you from the Spring Fund. Go.
1,700, thank you.
This feels like it's gonna be a problem.
Enough. Billy could use one of my geldings.
2,000 and bid. Do I hear 2,050? Sold to Mr.
Thomas Shelby.
How much did Polly give him clearance to use? 1,000?
Yeah.
And he went...
Or was it 8?
He went way over. Shit.
She looks like a trouble.
Oh, you beat us to it. I was trying to nab a filly for my stud.
Sorry?
Thomas Shelby from where?
From Birmingham.
Goodness.
No, not much.
Hey, Carlton. I breed racehorses and train them. What is it you do?
I rarely answer questions.
Well, before you go, if you ever decided to put that filly out, I'd be interested in having her.
Plan to race her.
Do you ever train her?
I know people.
I know people too.
Tommy, we've got to get this kid back before dark or Polly will have your balls.
My father knows Mick Hancock, trained 3 Ascot winners.
Oh, so that was your father.
Yes, we're joint owners as a stud. Took the majority share when my husband was killed.
Tommy,
We gotta get back to the caravans. Chickens are hungry.
So will you consider me?
I will consider you.
You still don't tell me what you do.
Oh, I do bad things. But you already know that.
I love them. They're so immature.
Maybe she was something bad I had the feeling about.
Ah, she looks all right to me, Curly.
All their men are dead, see?
Holy shit.
Thomas Shelby.
Okay, all right. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, God. What did he bite off?
Oh, shit.
Michael, you didn't see a thing. This didn't happen. Michael, give me the keys.
I'm all right to drive.
All right, go on, go on, go on.
Tommy, he's fucking scarred.
Damn, dude. That made I was so nervous for Michael in that moment.
Yes.
How'd it go?
It was cold in the van, but it was super. Really.
Did they behave themselves?
They were amazing, Mom. They were really amazing.
Typical Shelby brother nonsense. No big deal. Arthur just bit a guy's face off.
Look at him. Look at the vast difference.
Dude, Arthur. Yeah, this Sabini threat feels like a really legit, dangerous threat.
Problem. I can't believe they slit that kid's throat.
I know, that's all. Like, that was so brutal. Like, getting to like find out about him for a couple minutes and see how like nervous he was and for
excited
him to,
too.
and for him to get like put in and then immediately killed. Like, that is so brutal. And, I mean, that was kind of a weak assassination attempt. Like, it was you by yourself, and, like, Tommy had his whole brother. Like,
there's one guy in the corner, too.
Was there only
There's
two?
two. I think there was just two, yeah.
I mean, again, they've had, what, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was so concerned for Michael.
I know that something was going to happen to Michael, and then you're going to have to sell Polly. Like, you let him go out one time, and look.
I mean, getting hurt is one thing, but if he like got killed or something on this trip, like holy shit!
I was worried. I'm still
that was
worried.
my biggest concern.
I'm worried in any subsequent episodes that something's gonna happen to him.
With the way she's treating him and like that missing piece of her life,
She's gonna bubble wrap him.
the way he's acting, it feels like he's all about it.
Oh my God, yes. Like almost like he's done bad stuff.
And he's lying about
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, because if that was your first time experiencing something like that, you'd probably be a little rattled and you'd have some impact on you. He was still like stone-faced, like ready to go, like, I'm good to drive. It's like, I'll be the getaway driver. Like, I got this. And
don't be using that phrase.
yeah. So it is quite interesting. I mean, the storyline around him, it does bring up a couple like very small alerts in the back of my brain.
Yeah, the red flags are going off. I mean, even Curly's like, I got a bad feeling. Maybe it's her. Maybe it's the horse.
Maybe
I
it's
got a
Michael.
bad feeling. I'm like, maybe.
And this is probably just me and the lack of trust I have in storytelling with all the shows that we've watched.
We've only seen that a few times.
I get this negative vibe that Michael might be a plant of some kind, which, I mean, I'm not questioning the idea if he's truly Polly's son. I'm just wondering if there's something else potentially going on because he's sliding into this group way too easy. And maybe it's just something that he has experience with and is excited to be a part of. Again, the skeptic in me from the years of content that we have watched and all the shows and different movies that we have seen, my brain goes to a lot of different places and I throw a lot of theories and questions out there. Like if I'm thinking about something, It could be the most absurd thing ever. I'm going to throw it out here so that you guys can talk about it. And if I'm right, cool. If I'm wrong, it's still fun. So it's like this idea, like, I don't know, as someone who went to film school and did all that stuff, they've focused on his facial expressions a bunch.
Yeah.
To where he has this certain look in his eyes to where
Tommy
I don't
even
know.
said something about his eyes.
I don't know if, I'm throwing it out there. It's something that's in my brain. A thought that came through when he's been so willing to participate in the way he entered the meeting.
He wants to do bad stuff. I feel the red flags too.
I feel like someone who has been presented the way he's been presented wouldn't be so excited to be doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
That's kind of my mindset. But again, different time, different world. But it's just one of those things where I might be out of my mind and he could be just a good kid looking for some adventure, or something else is going down.
I think it's something else.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But that would also crush Polly. I mean, that would hurt her so much.
What if that's not even really like
her kid?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the super extreme version of my thought process.
Like this could be like a whole big, like what if Campbell even knew that she went to go see a medium, and so they're, looking for her kid and
something.
What if it's like way farther?
Or it's a Sabini thing because
like somebody knows
they
about
planted
a kid.
They planted the seed in the first episode of the season about knowing your enemies really well.
That's
and
true.
Doing a lot of homework and research on them. So I don't know. I mean, that's a super extreme take, I feel like, under these circumstances currently. The show so far through, what have we done, 9 episodes? It hasn't been like a huge swervy type of show yet.
Right.
I mean, the open scene of this season definitely was a swerve with Grace and Campbell. But we've been kind of scarred with a lot of content that we've seen. And it's just fun to come up with theories and make guesses as to potential storylines and swerves and stuff, because swerves done well, you don't see them. And it's just one of those fun things to try to guess, see where the story's going. But Tommy, I don't know what he's doing right now.
I don't either.
He has so many threats circling him. It feels like he's like in a cage in the ocean and there's just a bunch of sharks just circling him right now. And he's in a lot of danger, but he's not really acknowledging any of the danger as legitimate.
Yeah.
The fact that he had a guy put in prison immediately murdered, that's a big problem. He's like, oh, we'll just go get arrested and go protect.
On to the next.
Yeah. And I mean, Sabini feels like when we saw him in this episode, just sitting in that ring with a giant puddle of blood, just sitting there casually hanging out, having a meal.
Yeah, like eating a sandwich.
Holy shit. And then the way he choked that dude. Pretty intense.
Bigger than him.
It doesn't matter. He's the boss. He's the boss. I mean,
like if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
I don't think dude wants to go down. That's the thing.
You little shit.
I think this dude, the more we get to know him, I mean, his introduction in episode 1 was very powerful. There's not a lot that you need to show us more to be like, this dude's dangerous, but he continues to prove that he is. And the way Tommy is like maneuvering this is it's really interesting. I'm really curious to see where it's going to go, how it's going to play out. Solomons, like, fucking lunatic, dude. He is absolutely a maniac. And Tom Hardy is like, I see it now. I saw it and like I could see it now. Like, he has no neck. So like when he walks, like he's almost got like this posture like his posture is very noticeable, and he is so good in that role. It works so well.
It's perfect.
And again,
he's a scary mother effer.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go into business with him.
No.
But on the flip side,
it's like he's not gonna have any teeth, but he's gonna wake up and remember that you told a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I guess if you stay on his good side, he is a good person to have on your team. So
but
I don't know.
You say one wrong thing, he's gonna knock your teeth out.
Yeah. I mean, to create some levity, making that joke and just
thought.
Cutting the ice on that, like, I didn't think him saying and making that joke was such a bad thing about the bread.
No, yeah. No.
Yeah, you got someone very injured.
Yeah.
So this storyline with Michael, I feel like, is a big one. Obviously, the Sabini storyline's a big one. Tommy's got to be really careful. He's got people out there trying to assassinate and kill him. And, I mean, I like the aspect of the horse racing being brought back into this. because that just adds a layer of, I don't know. It just makes it interesting because there's a level of like their legitimate business competition while they're doing all the illegal gangster shit, which I like the balance. I like that they're doing both and trying to like mix it up and in a competition, trying to take each other out, but also not doing it in the legal kind of way. And Campbell, the way he's behaving, he definitely feels like a firecracker right now. He could go off at any time.
Yeah.
He feels really dangerous. Like the fact that he's looking at pictures of Grace in his wallet or whatever, like that's just, dude sends out creep vibes, like hardcore.
Yes, talk about some red flags.
And
God.
just him and this constant threat about when the time's right, I'm going to rain hell and destroy everything. It's like, okay.
Sure, bud. Sure.
The thing is, I believe him.
I know.
I find him to be, because he feels so unpredictable, he makes me nervous.
That's true.
But like,
I just,
if you've had a
because
plan,
everybody's laughing at him,
and I think
so
that's
it's like,
adding fuel to the fire, unfortunately. But you've been building 2 years to accomplish this plan, and you're back in town, and you're just waiting for the right moment. It feels like a big deal, and it feels like it's going to be a pretty crazy thing if we get to that moment. And I mean, do you think he's going to survive like a while, and this is going to be like a long, drawn out like relationship and like battle?
I hope not.
I'm curious to see what this meeting's going to be about. That's supposed to happen on Sunday. But I mean, how much trouble would Tommy be in if they like killed him? That's the thing.
Oh. Well, I don't know, because
I don't know,
like,
because he's so connected to Churchill. Like that feels like a really dangerous move.
That's true too.
I just like, it feels like a dude that you just want to eliminate. But on the flip side, the threat and the danger of killing him could probably create a lot more problems for you. He just feels like someone who's too dangerous to be kept alive, because he's very unpredictable currently, and he feels very unstable. I mean, he's missing Grace. People are kind of punking on him. He's in a bad place mentally. And yeah, I just don't know where it goes with him. It just doesn't feel like a dude that you could just take out like that. It feels like it's got to be a different way.
So I feel like they're turning him into a joke so then they can later turn him into something serious, which
possibly. Stop. I mean, even within Churchill's office, like it was funny how he basically told Tommy like, "Oh yeah, they were all laughing at you," when Tommy knew like they weren't laughing at me, dude. It was actually you that were, because they made fun of his military experience again.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, exactly. So that whole storyline is going to be interesting to see the way it plays out, because with a character like him who is so unpredictable and can go off at any moment, it's just creates a lot of interest, because every time he's on screen, you have no idea what the hell this dude's going to do.
And he knows people in places.
Right, which makes him very dangerous. So he's very dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm not going to think otherwise until he proves otherwise. And currently it feels like he's a legitimate threat. I mean, he's not on like Sabini's level in terms of scary.
Right.
But it's not that he's scary. He just, because you don't know.
Yeah.
It just makes him like, you never know what he's like. He could just friggin' lose his mind on anybody at any moment. And the fact that he would save Tommy from being killed so that he could go through with his plan, like that says a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like. So this season has been really interesting. It's much darker. It's super interesting. These threats feel legitimate. And the addition to Polly's son gives this a very emotional aspect to the story.
Yes.
Because every time he's on screen and he's not in there, like, even if they're in the home, like if he's out and about with Tommy and the bros, I'm nervous about him and the impact. I mean, watching the way that Polly's been emotionally this season, nothing can happen to this kid. He has to be telling the truth. He has to be who he says he is. And he has to be a good kid who's going to live. Because I think that element is just going to be way too hard to handle.
I hope that it's actually her son and that this is not a plan.
100%. Because that would, again, whether he dies or she's being betrayed by him, it's all going to be crushing. And it's not something I want to see her go through, because, I mean, Aunt Paul's been an amazing character so far.
I do love her. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she's great. So 3 episodes in, really good season, really dark stuff. I love the storytelling, and I just love every aspect of this show so far. I thought it's been a fantastic ride, and yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes. Anything else? No. All right, my orders of Peaky Blinders. Leave those comments. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.